Hey guys, what's going on? It's Moiseaujoe here with yet another life story. So I know I haven't done one of these for like a while, but I think I'd get back into it. It was about maybe 2 or 3 months ago since my last one, which was about a hooker that came up to my window. You guys should check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below. But this one's a bit different. This one's fairly recent. It's not too recent. It's about last year-ish. But I found it pretty funny, and it's about my friend accidentally shattering the window to his house. So I'll get right into it so you guys can understand what the hell I'm talking about. But once you actually do get into it, it's pretty funny. So anyways, so let me just get right into it. This was about a year ago, and this was whenever me and Xnos and all of them were just starting out the Hideout. We did have like the Hideouts channel before and stuff, but it just wasn't as professional and stuff, and like we had like an intro before that just didn't really cut it, so we decided that we wanted to do another intro to the channel. So and I don't know what we were thinking, but we were thinking that we should film the intro at school, like near the school somewhere at like lunch hour. And my school has like this policy that you can't film or take photos of people at my school for some reason, like for privacy reasons or whatever. But yeah, we just couldn't do that on school property, and we would have thought it would be a nice secluded area if we went, because there was like a nice woods at the back of the school, but that was off limits due to people going back there and getting drunk and high or whatever at lunch. So that was off limits too, so we couldn't really go back there. We didn't really want to get in trouble or anything. So and in front of my school, there's like a little bit of like an urban area. Like there's some shops and there's some apartment buildings and stuff. But that's where a lot of people go at lunch. It would be very noisy and less calm of an intro. So we didn't really want to do that there. It'd be kind of too much. So we're looking around, asking people good spots where we could go privately and film a video. We didn't want to ask any teachers to go film a video in their classroom, and it'd be kind of like weird. And then one of our friends, I'm not gonna give his name for privacy reasons. I don't know if he'd care or not, but I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm not gonna give his name. But let's just call him Joe. All right. So Joe says that because Joe really wanted to help us out with the channel, so he said that we could go over to his house and do the video in his bedroom or whatever. And we're because this kid lives like right beside the school, so he lives right beside the school, and like the school is kind of in more of a ghetto area. So I don't know, it sounded kind of sketchy. This kid was nice enough, so I didn't really think he was gonna like pull any tricks on us or whatever. So we're like, oh well, okay, we'll just go in and get out, and well, yeah, we'll do a video and get out. So we decided to go with it and go in his house. But so this was me, Xnos, Wolf and Basil, the kid I'm calling Joe, and there was another friend of ours. So and I'll call him I don't really think he'd care if he's in this video. His name's mentioned in this video. So Trevor, so that's his name. So we were going along there, like his apartment's right beside the school, and lives like the bottom level of the apartment. So he's like, as we're walking there, he mentions that he doesn't have the key. Only his dad has the key, and his dad was out, so we couldn't go in through the door. So he said that we could try going in through a window, and I thought right away, I'm like, okay, this is kind of sketchy. I don't want to be crawling through no window to go do a video. We could do this another time. And then all the rest of them are like, oh no man, let's go do the video. And I'm like, all right. So we're walking by, and of course, yeah, like I said earlier, he lives on the bottom level, like the basement level of the apartment building, so we could just crawl through his window from there. So we passed his bedroom window, and we weren't going through there. So we came across this window, and it's like it leads right into his living room area. uh, and before we entered, I looked to the side to see if like people wasn't think like sorry that people weren't there and thinking we're all sketchy and stuff. So there were like a couple of people looked like construction workers doing some work on it or something like that, or contractors. They were just like in their circle, not really like they don't really look like they give a crap. So we just decided to take a go for it. So Joe reach Joe's like, all right, let's do this. So he he reaches out and he literally puts like the tiniest bit of force on his window. Like let's say you're going to like grab like a game case or something like that, or yeah, something like just that much pressure on a window, and the window just shattered right in front of him. Like he put just a tiny bit of pressure. I don't know how the hell this happened, but his window was so brittle that it just shattered completely and it cut his head. And and, and then I look over and I see those contractors, or whatever the hell they were, just looking right at us. They're like, hey, what are you doing? And we're like, oh no. Oh. And then X-Nas yells at the top of his lungs, bolted. So we have to run as fast as we can. We run around the court. We're laughing our asses off this whole time, and we're running as fast as we could. And Trevor was just the whole time. He couldn't even like run. He was like laughing too hard. He was he stopped and he went on the ground. He was just whacking the ground, and then I had to kind of like pick him up. So he kept going. And Wolf of Basil was filming the whole thing, walking up to the house for some reason. I don't know why the hell he was filming it, but he was filming it, and we got it on tape. Now I can't upload the video on tape to this one because I'm not sure if he even still has it. He had like a little camcorder whenever he's doing it, so I don't know if he even still has that camcorder or has the footage or anything. But if I could find that footage and I could get it off of him, then we'll save it for another time. But I'll show you the footage. It's really sketchy. You'll barely be able to see what's going on, but it's pretty damn funny since you know since I'm telling you what is going on. So anyways, we're running as fast as we could. We freaking run into the school, and then I'm walking down the hallway laughing so hard, telling people what just happened to us, that like our friend just shattered his window just by touching it, and he had like the biggest freaking cut on his hand too. It was crazy. And I was like walking up and down. Now I was kind of pacing because I was semi-nervous because I'm that kid that never gets in trouble or anything, and I didn't want to get in trouble for like as if like I did something bad or something like that. I was like afraid that those contractors called the cops, but I was laughing too much to even like half worry about it. It was so funny, and we heard him calling his dad, and his dad's like, and his dad didn't even seem that mad either. Like his dad's just like, oh well, whatever, like shit happens. But anyways, me and my friends still look back to it still these days, and we just laugh our heads off about the story that how my friend shattered his window, and we never even got to make that video. So there's like no real official intro on the Hideout HD channel, which we are gonna have to make some time without going into trying to attempt to go into Joe's apartment again. But anyways, guys, that's my story for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like if you like it. If you dislike it and think there's room for improvement, then hit that dislike button. And definitely make sure to subscribe if you like watermelon, because I like watermelon. You should like watermelon. And I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these life stories. I've been just thinking of a lot of them for the past few days, and I didn't know I had so many. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more, like in the near future. Maybe even tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But anyways, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, this is Moiseaujoe. And leaving you with a lesson to not put the little slightest bit of force on your window and shatter it.